Yo. Yo, yo. It's really hot up here, so I have my air conditioner on. Do I need to shut it off? I can't hear it, so you guys have to tell me. Is it like really annoying? Because if it's really annoying, I will shut it off. Just for you, I'll shut it off. I need somebody to tell me though. Audio is good. No, it's not annoying. Okay, cool. Hey, Marvel. You want to come here? No? You can just start me down then. My cat does not care right now. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so I did tell everybody at the end of this session, whenever that is, we'll see how it goes. I will pick somebody at random, and I'll give them $100, right? Send it to you. You know, we can do a Venmo, we could do a Zelle. I can FedEx you a check if you're so inclined. I would hope that you're not going to go that route. That's probably the most inconvenient for both of us. Or like sending you a couple rolls of pennies or something. So I'll pick that at random. It is, as much as I want to say random, I have to figure out how I'm going to pick somebody. The more you engage, the more you talk, the more you're going to be on my mind. Maybe there's there's Marvel. Hey, cutie. Maybe there's some sort of connection to that. If you talk more, hey, come here. Let's get everybody the obligatory kitten view before we jump in. All right. Where you going? Yeah, Jeremy, I don't want to FedEx a check exactly. Okay, Marvel, you got to get off the keyboard. But I'm just saying it would be pretty annoying. Okay, so happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We had some FOMC minutes today. We had a couple choppy days. We had some pre-market moves. We had somebody caught target for 1,000%. That was pretty dope. That was not a signal, but that was pretty sick. What else? Some pretty flat power hour moves. Where you going, buddy? And now we're here. Now we're here on a Wednesday. So we've done 3 weeks of our futures training. So I just want to give a quick shout out. Oh, okay. You can't go up there. Quick shout out to Kevin and to Ulaw for running those. If you have not checked the futures courses, you're missing out. So those were built to be a start to finish, beginning to end. This is how you get into futures, and this is how you start to think like a futures trader. I would highly recommend, if you have not gone through those, that you go and do that. I think each session is about 2 hours, so you're looking at about a 6-hour futures session kind of intro course. I would highly recommend doing that. I think that that's very beneficial for everybody. On Wednesdays, right, and on Fridays, we're going to get back into me running some form of education or, therapy session or just a general recap on where we're at as a team, as a whole. People are having issues, people are doing well. I think this is a good forum to start discussing that. We're nothing if not a community, right? So making sure that we're all getting into the habit of expressing any issues that we have, expressing, somebody did something really well, letting them know that. This is kind of an open forum today for any questions, comments, or concerns that people have. On Monday, I actually started to go through and made a few polls that I would like to go over, because as we grow and as we start to bring new people in, I think that we brought in another 50 people into the server over the last week and a half, whether they're the free or the paid side. So as we grow as a community, as we grow as a server, it's really important for me to understand everybody else, right? So when we started 4 years ago, it kind of just worked out that a lot of people were East Coast. A lot of people preferred to be trading SPX, even though they had really small accounts. And we kind of neglected the mornings, we kind of neglected the afternoon or the middle of the day. and had a very strong focus on end of the day plays, right? It seems now that we've kind of gone to the opposite side of the spectrum. If you're looking at the poll here, 83 people, right? So 51% of people that voted, again, if you didn't vote, thanks for nothing, are saying that they're looking for, at open, the first couple hours of trading. As we've kind of changed, I think that our demographic has gotten to be a little bit more professional. We have a lot more people that are currently in Rippy Global that have jobs, that have, families, that have other obligations. And it's reflecting in how they want to trade, like kind of what they're looking for from the service as a whole, right? So I had said a couple of weeks ago that our main goal is to run VC 2 times a week. That was going to be Wednesday and Friday. I don't want that to change. I still plan on running VC Wednesday, Friday, as well as education on Wednesday, and then we will start to do something Friday after market close, whether it's some sort of social hour. In the past, we all got together on, just the Discord channel, and we cracked a beer, and, we sat and talked about the week and maybe went over some trades and had more of an open discussion where it's not me talking, it was everybody talking. And I thought that was fun. It's cool to be in a room, right, or as close to in a room with a bunch of other people that are doing the same thing as you. That not a lot of other people do, right? Like, we're working in a profession, or we're trying to work at a profession where it's very difficult for people to grasp what you're dealing with or what you're going through, or how it all works, right? So a lot of the times we're in a room with our friends, our family, and we don't really have an outlet to discuss, how we feel. Oh, this trade went this way. Oh, I got faked out here. Like, if you were to say that to the majority of people that we know, you'd get a lot of blank stares, or somebody that would just give you the obligatory, like, I know how that feels. So Fridays, I think it would be a good outlet. We close, and we can just kind of shoot the shit a little bit. Doesn't have to be an hour. It could be a couple minutes. Just getting everybody together and talking a little bit. Really starting this community thing. There's 30 people that are in here right now, right? Out of these 30 people, there are probably only 10 people that talk regularly in the server. I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing, but I think the way that we all interact is kind of a big, like, defining factor on how we grow, right? I'm a pretty big advocate of you can learn something from every single person that you talk to, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, or you learn from somebody's mistakes, whatever it is. The more of you that talk in the community, right, the more other people talk. The more other people talk, the more, we can kind of build friendships and communications. And I know that there are people that have, made friends from the server that now have a trading buddy. Like, there's so much to do that we could kind of ask questions to each other. Like, everybody has some sort of insight. I know a lot of people want to sit there and wait and ask a moderator about a trade, and I totally get that. But throughout the day, like, you're sitting here in a room with 100 other people, right? I think that at some point you kind of have to look at yourself and go, hey, isn't it a little bit weird that I'm sitting here with all these other people, right? And I'm only trying to talk to one person, I think that if you thought about it in like in a real situation, in a real scenario, in a classroom scenario, let's say, that would just be weird, right? You totally ignoring all these other people that are around you in the same place, doing the same thing, trying to achieve the same goal, and you're not talking to them. Nobody's trying to communicate with other people. There are, a couple hundred people that have never said anything in the server. So nobody bites. It's a very professional atmosphere. Asking questions is encouraged. There are a lot of people that are just starting, so I don't want anybody to ever, think that they're asking a dumb question or there's anything that's too basic. We have a whole team of community moderators. We have our actual mods, right? So myself, Kevin, Playboy, and Emilio. And then we have, like, people that have been in the server since we started, so going on 4 years now, that are all willing to kind of lend some insight, or are always around to provide some information to you. So if you have not said anything in the server ever, right, take this as a polite request from myself to please do that. There's no reason that you shouldn't be. It's only going to benefit you, unless you say something, offensive to somebody. It's only going to benefit you to actually communicate in there, right? So There's a lot of resources there that you're not taking advantage of. Okay, so that is my weird way of going into time to trade. So we're gonna start moving Wednesday and Fridays. I'm gonna start trying to do pre-market, and then open for VCs. Emilio was doing that for a bit. He had, a bit of a rough go the last few weeks, so understandable that he was kind of in and out. Now that I'm back home in my office, I want to start getting into that a little bit more and giving the people what they want. That doesn't mean that we're not going to do end of the day, but I have to go in and I have to look. It's like 51% of people that voted. Again, if you didn't vote, just like any election, your opinion was not heard. So if there's like 1,000 people that voted, they didn't vote, and they're all nighttime, well, sorry, tough luck. I don't know that. So we'll start doing mornings. So pre-market and the first couple hours of the day. I personally dislike trading the open. I think that the open is a little bit too volatile for the portfolio size of a lot of people here. You know what? But if that's what you want, we can do it. You just have to understand the risk management portion of it, which we'll kind of go into detail about, as we start trading the open in the morning. So the next two questions, right, or I guess the next three questions were kind of interesting to me, right? So I know that we've been moving over into futures, and everybody seems to be loving it, and I think that a lot of new traders really can benefit from removing the Greeks, so the time decay, the volatility, a couple other factors from trading, and just be solely trading price action. And then the price of it is also what makes it very appealing, rather than having to put a couple $100 into a single options trade. A couple $100 on prop futures accounts can, last you several blown portfolios over, which not the case with options. So it's good to see, 40, 50 people liking the futures side of things. Now, the thing that surprised me the most is that the majority of people that voted on this, and I know some of you voted multiple times, are still looking for SPX and SPY plays. I'd love to get a little bit more insight on why that's the case. So I know that Hassan and I both trade SPY and SPX pretty much, solely. But what I've come to realize, if you go down to question 4, right, a lot of people want to come in and they want to trade SPX, right? A lot of people that put that probably don't want to trade SPY, they want to trade SPX. Now, the issue with this is that a lot of people that are saying that probably have portfolios in the $500 to $2,000 range, right? So let me just be totally open with you. If you have a portfolio and you're dealing with less than 5K, I think that trading SPX is a terrible idea for you. I think that you can trade SPY, but I think that you're setting yourself up for failure more so than you're setting yourself up for success. Over the last couple of weeks, Emilio has been trading almost everything but SPX, like an SPX lotto or a SPY lotto, peppered in here or there. And he's been crushing it, right? So if we go over to wherever he posted this, right? Let's go over his trade recaps from just this week, right? So we have 12 plays. One play is SPX 477C. I'm gonna assume is QQQ. But one SPX trade, right? And it's been banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. I think that some of you might not have realized that this part, right, this SPY, SPX, or all other options was a little bit of a trick question. Because we haven't been trading SPY or SPX, right? So it kind of, now here's where I go to you. So there are 21 people in here right now. I'm sure that at least one of you voted on SPY or SPX for the thing that you want to trade. So now I'm going to fall to you. I need you to tell me, why do you only want that? Why is that your main interest here? We're gonna have a little bit of a back and forth. You guys can, there's a chat, you can answer at the same time. I'm not, okay, if you didn't, then you don't have to respond. But out of the 20 people in here, statistically, somebody has to say that they want to trade SPX or SPY. I need to know why, when we're clearly the risk reward. Well, I mean, you're saying that, right? The risk reward in what case? Because if you look at the plays that Emilio had, Tesla, 100%, Meta, 200%, 85%, 75%, 80%. So when you say risk to reward, what are you looking at? because a lot of people say that, and it's like, cool, an SPX play could go, 1,000%, but I rarely see people in the server hold past where it's an exit is signaled. So I need you to defend your poll answer here. Somebody defend your poll answer, because if the risk reward is it, then what are you doing with these 200%, 100% plays? Like, this is crazy. The lowest return on one of these trades was 25%. Okay. See, that's a good answer. So if you're just used to trading SPY and that's a preference, that's one thing. Now, and I would advocate this. So when I was running the mentorship at the end of the session there, we were at all-time highs with SPY, right? And trading all-time highs with any ticker is very difficult because there's no levels to the upside and probably very few to the downside. So you're just kind of in this no man's land. And during that time, I had to switch over to trading other tickers, right? I have traded SPY and SPX almost solely for the last year and a half, let's say. And as we started to break all-time highs this year over and over again, I had to kind of move away and start trading other tickers, right? I'm not going, the basket of tickers is relatively small. It's an AMD, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, like the big 7 or 8 tickers. So all right, do you like tickers? Yeah, okay. Jeremy, your answer is valid. The gamma exposure, if that's what your main gist is, and you're leveraging a tool where the data is more in tune with that just because of the volumes of options contracts being traded, I get that. That's fair. That's a fair answer. All right, the worst part about a kitten is when the kitten disappears and you don't know where the kitten went. Kitten be gone. SPY, yeah, simplicity. And okay, so Laylo, this is my whole thing with trading SPY as well, right? Like, I liked the idea of only needing to memorize one chart, know one set of levels, understand kind of what the average range is on one indicator, right? I totally get that. Now, is this impacting you, like, maybe not you personally, but is this impacting people because we are giving signals, right? We are giving our own TA as well as entries and exits on these. Is the fact that you just like SPY impacting your ability to follow signals for other tickers? Hi, Tiffany. Oh, wow, that was quick. Long time no chat. I was going to DM you. Wow, we're going to that. Watch other tickers, but I'm comfortable with SPY. Yeah, that's valid. I get that. I like SPX. Don't have to track 10 stocks. Yep. Hey, Shy. Okay, so Gerardo, let's talk about this end of day volatility on SPX, right? So you can get a $50 contract, and this is what I used to do pretty frequently, right? So taking the end of day SPX lottos or SPY, with the potential of flipping that into a large sum of money, right? You can do that. My question to you is, are you doing that? Like, have you done that with any consistency? Because you're talking about like 100, 200, 300%, like very quickly, and it's very possible. Like I only did SPX lottos for like 6 or 8 months, so it's good. Okay, so if you're just looking at it for end of day volatility, what's stopping you from tracking other things throughout the day then? Like, I prefer SPX when my $10 to $15 out of the money contracts are sub $1, right? And it's been a little bit iffy with big news days lately because prices have been a little juiced. But I like that. Okay. Spreads. I mean, liquidity is always there on SPY and SPX. Keeping the list smaller is always a good option. Yes. And that's the thing. It's like, if you don't like a lotto at the end of the day, you don't have to take it. Everybody knows they're high risk. Sometimes, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. It's like, if that's not your cup of tea, like, it is a lottery ticket, right? So it does kind of mix a little bit poorly with people that are just getting into it and trying to preach risk management. Yep, and I mean, you're always going to miss trades, right? You're always going to miss stuff. You just can't be chasing it. Okay, cool. So you guys just like the comfort of you're like me. We're a little lazy together. You just want to watch one thing, you know, not have to worry, not have to change your chart. You already know your levels. You know how the stock moves. I think that that's valid. When I come back, and that's going to be shortly, I'm just fixing our website like I posted. So once the website is done, which right now we're making some progress. Website's underway, as you saw. We have social media going. So thanks to Alex, who is a member of the Discord. That is not Playboy for all of you guys nagging Playboy. He does not look anything like that. Either do I. I guess I have slightly off-white skin. So we're getting into social media. We're revamping the website. Obviously, we changed our pricing. We're getting more into the education. We're getting back into running classes like this Wednesdays and Fridays. We've been doing this for almost 2 months now. Last week, I wasn't able to do our charting session because I had to go back to Canada. I'm home now, so Saturday we'll be back on charting. Good stuff. And then hopefully hopefully the start of next week, but by the middle of next week at the latest, I'll be back trading full-time, so we'll get our daily dose of SPY. Emilio's covering the majority of everything else. Between Kevin and Playboy, we have NQ and ES covered. So I'll get back into SPY and then some other things. I'm not trying to step on Emilio's toes while he's trading so hot. Sometimes you just got to let him cook. So that's good. And that kind of fixes all of this, right? So right now, if we're looking at the announcements and the polls, people want SPY SPX. We'll get back to that next week. People have smaller portfolios, so I only trade SPY when I signal. I personally trade SPX, but for signal purposes, 0 DTE SPX is not built for people, you know, in the $500 to $2,000 portfolio range. It just really isn't. So we trade SPY, you know, we don't have to do 0 DTE like I was doing before. We can take a few days out. Our contract value is, you know, $200 to $300 normally, and we can let that ride. And if we catch the move at the proper time, we can swing it overnight like we were doing before. So we will get back to that, hopefully middle of next week at the latest, once I have a pretty new homepage up, and we keep bringing people in. Going into next Wednesday and future classes, right? So I think that it's very clear based on what people are struggling with that we need to do another risk management session. We have about 5 of them on the YouTube. Some of you weren't here for those, so naturally there's going to be some questions that you want to ask, and I totally get it. We'll run as many risk management or, you know, kind of psychology classes as you guys want. I think that it's super beneficial to you. But if you haven't, go through the YouTube and just watch the risk management classes. Like right now, if I was to pull those up, I know we have at least 3 risk management classes on the YouTube. I can go through and find the links for those after this class is over, and I will post them. But next Wednesday, I'll do another one on risk management. I have a session or a few sessions that I ran for the masterclass that I might just make public for the Discord, because it goes over my general strategy on picking a contract, on why sorry, one sec, I'm getting a call, on why I'm entering, why I'm exiting, and setting all of that up a little bit more systematically. So that might be more beneficial. If people that were in the masterclass don't want me doing that, I can always just re-host it. I think that I can condense it down into, I think I did 3 sessions on it, because there's a little bit of math involved, a little bit of charting, but overall it's pretty straightforward. It's gonna change, right? Like a class on entries, right? That sounds super simple. When do I enter a trade, right? But you got to realize that question that you're asking is, you're asking for a trader's individual strategy, right? Like, it doesn't matter who you ask. The answer is going to be a little bit different every time, right? Like Jeremy is using, you know, our gamma exposure model and probably a little bit of technical analysis to determine his entries. And then from there, like, what contract is he picking? Like, that's a whole other thing too. It's like, if you're picking 0 DTE, you need to be almost surgical with the timing of your entry, right? If I'm going to buy a stock, right, I guess is the opposite end of the spectrum, where there is no expiration, my entry timing doesn't really matter as much, right? If you're like me and you're buying 3 to 5 days till expiration, I have a little bit more leeway than the 0 DTE, right? But not as much leeway as if I'm buying a stock. So, like the entry side of things is always going to vary based on who you're asking, right? Like that is literally asking for a trader's individual strategy. And I know even just between Hassan, Emilio, and myself, we all have different criteria, and our entries or timing are all going to be different, right? So I don't think that there's really a general class on that. That doesn't really rely on each individual trader's trading strategy. I think that like if I was to make it as dumbed down as possible and remove any of my own personal bias, it'd be like buy at a great time, right? Which doesn't provide you anything. So it's all strategy based. So I'd be more than happy to go over mine. We can get Emilio up here to go over what he's looking for, like what you're looking at for confirmation. But I don't think that that's, you could watch somebody trade forever, you know? Like, I don't know if you can boil that down into a class. That's like a session of classes. That's like a master class. Like, that's the whole thing. It's like it took me 7 or 8 classes for the master class to explain my line of reasoning to why I'm taking a trade, right? It's sometimes a little bit more difficult than being like, oh, here's a support, you know? Buy at the support. Buy low, sell high. Where are we at? Okay. So next Wednesday we will run risk management. I'm gonna get what was I gonna say? I'm gonna get somebody $100 here. Who should get $100? Let me ask you guys. You guys have to decide. Who should get $100? Why should you get $100? Me. Oh, there you go. Me. Oh, look at you guys. You guys are selfish. You're gonna cry. Yeah, I don't care. Double it and give it to the next person. I only have $100 that I can give away right now. Tiffany, you've come back into my life for maybe 8 minutes. You gotta see if you stick around. I'm taking the wife out tomorrow. Oh, dog! I love Subway. Don't be you just lost out on $100. You're talking shit on Subway. A meatball sub? Yo, meatball sub is fucking sick. If I didn't just have an egg sandwich. Watch this. Watch what I just ate here. It's so good. I went to the farmer's market. I bought a tomato. Let's see this shit. I'm gonna post it in my channel. Oh, dog. Look at this tomato. Look at this sandwich. Oh, so good. Small account. Oh, yeah. I don't know. You're not going to get much for $100 in terms of contracts. That's a 10x. That's a 10x. I love the enthusiasm. I love the enthusiasm, but sounds a little risky. That's going to take a minute. But also welcome. 2 days. Did you post in profit and loss already? I know there's somebody that just joined that already did pretty good. Oh, question. Oh boy, I don't have a question. What could I ask? I don't, putting me on the spot for trivia questions, huh? So 24 people are in here. Hi. Hi, come on. Yes. Yes, hi. What's up? What's up? Ah. Where you going? Where you going? Nope, not the chain. Hi. Okay, I'm getting attacked. I'm getting attacked. I'm getting attacked. Let the kitty decide. Who do you want me to give $100 to? Ah, don't bite my beard. She's ah! Ah! All right. That's enough of that. Okay. I swear she loves me. Okay. I am going to... Let's go. Okay, so we're going to go and we're going to pick a random number. Let's see if we can do this. No porn links. Okay. Let's go to 50. So we're gonna generate a number here. Okay. Then we're gonna go through the comments, and whatever number. Don't. Ow. Fuck. Here. You're killing my vibe here. Actually, I got 4 more people viewing since you attacked me, so whatever that means. Okay, so we're gonna get the random number generator. We're going to click the button, right? When it generates whatever number this is, we are going to count. Let's go over here. We're gonna count on the comments, right? That number is going to be the person that wins. Easy peasy, everybody understand? Ready? Actually, let's go. I probably need to go higher than 50. Let's go 100. We'll see. And then if we go past 100, we'll start at the beginning. All right, Marble, you ready? Here, let's get Marble to click the button. Give me your paw. Lend me your paw. Oh, you fucked it up, Marble. All right, there we go. Oh, what? It's fucking 50? Well, that seems a little suspicious, Google. Alright. That seems real suspect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, this guy removed his comment. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, let me pause here. We're at 29. If it's Jeremy, by whatever fucking stroke of luck, it's Jeremy, we're going to the next comment after Jeremy. I'm sorry, Jeremy. I just have like this feeling that it's going to be you. I just need to clear that up. So we're at 29. Now we're going to keep going. So we're at Joel. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Fucking Jeremy. Oh my god, I had a feeling, which means it's Gerardo. I'm sorry, Jeremy. That's why I had to stop at 29. It just I was getting a feeling. And it can't be you. I told you before we even started this, it can't be you. So, Gerardo, I need you to DM me on Discord, and I'll get that over to you. I'm sorry, Jeremy, man. I can't. I don't know. Yo, that's yeah, I told you guys. That's nuts. That's absolutely, it's not rigged. I told Jeremy he can't win. If it was rigged, I would have just not picked somebody else. Right? If it was rigged, it'd be like, oh, it was Jeremy. That's a bummer, Jeremy. I guess nobody's a winner. Yeah, congrats. So yeah, just if you can't DM me, because I don't see that, you might need to add me as a friend first, and then I'm gonna have to get some proof that you are who you say you are. I don't need, Jeremy on his burner account DMing me, telling me to send him $100. Jeremy's won everything. Jeremy won a free subscription. Jeremy's got, I forget what else I gave Jeremy. He's blessed. Jeremy is blessed, but so he couldn't win. Send pic of social. Yeah, I need. I'll send you $100. You need to send me your credit card, your social, your home address. Send me $200 and I will send you 100 back. I swear. All right, y'all. I'm 15. Yeah, these counts are all. I'm just talking to 15 Jeremys right now. Gerardo, please DM me. We'll get that taken care of. Everybody else, next Wednesday we'll start the risk management. I'm gonna go through the YouTube right now and I'm gonna get the links for the other risk management courses. I'm gonna post them. You should watch those. Next Wednesday we'll do a fresh one where you guys can all talk. Maybe we'll give something else out. People like giveaways. Look at this engagement. Nobody ever talks. I wave $100. I'm just like this, right? I just go out, you know. I just like say something, do something, and everybody talks. Look at this. Look at all these people talking. $100. That's all it takes. All right, guys, girls, friends, family. If you haven't said anything in Discord, go say what up. Wait, I'm reading through the comments now. Gerardo's saying it's rigged. Why are you saying it's rigged? You won. Oh. So we only had, the only person that won that actually got a free year for free was Jeremy. Those other people are from Playboy's server. Oh, speak of the devil, speak of the Playboy. Those other people, yeah, they already paid to be in his server, so they just have the thing that says 1 year free. They didn't win them. Yeah, that is Playboy. All right, Playboy. Now that you're here, we're done. Yeah, Jeremy did win. Okay, Gerardo, shoot me a DM. I'll send you $100. Everybody else, I'll see you in the server. Go say what up. Have a wonderful evening. Peace.